It's been spring now for about 3 weeks, and today, this morning, it actually almost felt like it a little bit. It was on the chilly side, but here come the rains. John?
They are already here, Don. They've started to rain here in the Chicago area during the past hour. We're getting some light rain here downtown, and other places around the city still getting some rain. So we almost made it through the voting period without the rain, but it has started now. We're going to have more rain later on tonight, maybe some thunderstorms as well. Overnight low will be considerably warmer than last night. It'll be windy as well. Overnight low tonight will be about 47 degrees. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms, windy and warmer. Look for a high temperature tomorrow, up around 60 degrees. And the rain isn't going to stop tomorrow either. The way things look, we're going to get rain tomorrow night and again on Thursday. Here's the cause of our problems right now. This is the center of low pressure over the eastern sections of Kansas and Nebraska, moving very slowly to the northeast. It will be moving to the north of Chicago, so we're going to stay on the warm side of that, probably for the next 24 hours or so. And after this low begins to move on up into Wisconsin and up into Lake Superior, it'll start drawing down cooler air, and it will be cooler around here probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. They're getting some snow out here. It's still winter out in the west, and they have some heavy snow warnings tonight for sections of Colorado and Wyoming and Montana and the western sections of the Dakotas as well, a little bit of Nebraska. And they could get another 4 or 5 inches of snow before that ends tonight, with strong winds causing some blowing and drifting out there. Beautiful weather. Clear down in the south today, Florida and along the lower Mississippi River Valley. That front will be moving through there tomorrow. They're not expecting that to bring a great deal of rain to them, and for that they're thankful. However, up in our part of the country, we could get some significant amounts of rain during the next 24 to 48 hours, so be on the lookout for that. Some temperatures around the country: 79 in Tampa, Florida, 77 in New Orleans, 89 degrees down in Brownsville, Texas, Green Bay, Wisconsin, 45 degrees. So things are beginning to warm up just a little bit. Let's take a look at the late satellite view of the country. And you can see, if you look very closely, the heavier clouds are all out here in the west. This is where the snow is expected tonight. In fact, it is snowing out there right now. But look at this gray area. This is where the moisture is moving on up from the Gulf of Mexico into that storm system. The storm is centered right here, pulling that moisture up. It's up at a level of about 5,000 feet, and it's drawing lots of moisture up there to feed that storm. So we could get considerable amounts of rain around here for the next couple of days. Now then, national radar shows where that precipitation is right now, and you can see there's up here, but look at this heavy rain already moving into the Chicago area, and you can see it being pulled up from the Gulf of Mexico, getting some rain out here and some snow out in this area. Most of this right now is light, but they could get considerable amounts before the night is over. Now then, the temperatures around here this afternoon, pretty close to the normal high, which is about 57, 58 degrees. 58 today in Wheeling, 56 in Elmwood Park. Our friends down in Highland, Indiana, boasted 55 today. And across the lake in Benton Harbor, it was also 55 degrees. It'll be warmer than that tomorrow in most of those places. High temperature in Chicago today, recorded out at O'Hare Field, was 58 degrees, a low of 35. Records for this date: 86 degrees set in 1977, 21 degrees set in 1957. The sunrise tomorrow, 5:14, and the sunset tonight will be at 6:28. Current temperatures: 50 degrees at O'Hare, 49 at the lakefront, 54 at Midway Airport, and the barometer is falling. Taking a look at our regional board, we find that we do have a severe thunderstorm watch, which does not include Chicago, but includes places like St. Louis and Springfield, Des Moines, Iowa. That's until 11 o'clock tonight. So if you're traveling that way, be on the lookout for some very heavy thunderstorms. Now then, here's the forecast for tonight in Chicago. Windy and warmer, showers and thunderstorms, 47 for a low. Tomorrow, more showers and thunderstorms, windy, high of about 60 degrees. And on Thursday, it will be cloudy and cooler and still some leftover showers. Higher on Thursday should be about 53 degrees. But we did make it through most of Election Day without the rain.
You may not know it, but Chicago is not the only place today where there are ballots being counted. There were important races, are in fact now, in several suburban communities. Burleigh Hines tells us about 2 of them.
In Morton Grove, the burning issue is gun control. In Kenilworth, the question is taxes, as various suburban communities went to the polls today. Morton Grove has the nation's toughest handgun ban. Interest is high in the North Suburban Village because 2 of the trustees who voted for the ordinance are up for re-election. Has it been spirited? Has it been heated? Do people talk much about it back and forth?
Yes, and we're getting more people at the door with flyers and things than I have seen for a long time.
Yes.
In nearby Kenilworth, one of the nation's richest suburbs, the voters are being asked to approve or turn down 3 measures that will reduce local taxes. One of the cost-cutting provisions here in Kenilworth calls for a 25% cut in the police force. The other 2 referendums would reduce corporate taxes and garbage disposal. It has been pretty busy today.
Sure has. I think they're interested in it this time, a little more than usual.
Cutback measures would reduce the village government income by about $76,000. The 1981-82 budget was $1.1 million. Local officials here say the tax proposal stands a good chance of passage because of the heavy support from community leaders. Burleigh Hines, Channel 2 News.
Still to come, Mike Parker reviews some other races we'll be watching closely tonight. And Camilla Carr talks to some Chicago area residents about the very end of this very tumultuous campaign after a break.